Okay. It's been pouring rain here. It's so gross, but the rain just stopped. So we were able to give them their alfalfa out in the field. So my son Oscar can get the chores done in the barn. Probably just a really short message, especially if it starts pouring again. So I was talking to the horses before. I was meditating and chatting with them about trying to make decisions during this time of absolute chaos. I don't know if any of you are involved in financial dealings or trying to buy or sell a home right now, but the whole banking industry has changed because as soon as Trudeau and then, the UK has frozen a bunch of Russian bank accounts, as soon as governments start screwing with the banking system or colluding, I mean, who knows these days, but all the banks have gone squirrely. They're super conservative. They're asking for way more information than they've ever asked for before. So that's another change. And, I'm sitting here talking to these five and I'm saying to them, look, we really should get up to the ranch. Like, we need to leave. We're in the middle of a city here. There's 5 of you. If stuff goes seriously sideways, how am I going to get you out on time, And, they keep asking me the same question they've been asking me all year. Well, where are you going to be? What do you want? And I'm like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, well, can you tell me, like, what's going to happen this fall and this winter? I would not be surprised if they release another virus and the whole cycle starts again, but this one's probably going to be worse. So there's going to be a higher death rate. It's going to throw people into severe fear, which is going to give them the doorway they need to levy the next stage of all the digital control they're trying to roll out. And my question to the herd was, is Justin Trudeau going to put the unvaxxed into prison camps? Because Canada's really good at putting people into prison camps. Like, if you look at the history of Canada, they've interned the First Nations and then the Japanese and then the Chinese and then the Polish. Like, this is not an unrealistic, unfounded possibility. This is a very strong possibility within Canada. And all of those internments were completely illegal and completely unjustified. So, if you have a higher death rate from virus number 2 and the majority of the population is in even more fear than it is now, because, they removed mask mandates and everywhere I go, people are still wearing masks. It's absolutely, I don't know if it's frightening or disheartening, but it is what it is. People are still, they and it's interesting because I've had some conversations. They're like, no, I'm not afraid. I'm just trying to protect the least vulnerable and blah, 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 and blah, 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 so that I can keep them safe. I'm like, well, as soon as you say the word safety, the word fear is right underneath that. So there's just, like I said, it's this chaos. And the chaos is swirling all around, and it's around all of us. It doesn't even matter, because this is a global thing that's happening right now. It doesn't matter what country you're in. I mean, feel free to disagree, but I bet you're in a fair amount of chaos right now. I bet your lives are in chaos. I bet you there's quite a bit of upheaval. And so how to make decisions in chaos. So what the horses were showing me was, it doesn't work to meditate and ask for guidance, go here or do this in like a straight line, because if everything around you is swirling and spinning and ducking and diving and flinging off here and flinging off there, where is the straight path to anything? The whole world is not moving in straight paths right now. So to ask the universe to give you the straight path is asking for an impossibility. The universe cannot. So what you just need to do is get into action. And it doesn't even matter what action you take. Just get into action with whatever's in front of you. There's Zosie giving you an Get into action with whatever's in front of you that feels like a good idea, or feels like it might lead to more possibilities, or feels like it might make your world bigger, or feels like it's more aligned with your soul. and it's more aligned with the core of who you are. It's more aligned with your higher self. Whatever that thing is, big or small, just take action and get into motion. Then once you're in action, the universe can guide you. It can go, okay, now go left. Okay, now go right. Okay, now circle back. Okay, now loop around. Now reverse. Now, and I'm not kidding you. Like, I'm giving you an actual example of stuff that I'm going through right now. My husband and I were just dancing with 3 different property deals, and that's exactly what it was like. And we're not done. We still don't know what's going to happen. But there's so many variables, and every variable is in chaos. Every variable is swirling. So you just get in action and you swirl with it, and you zig left and you zig right and you circle back, and that's the way to move forward in a time of chaos. And we are in global chaos right now. And I asked the horses, I said, okay, it'll help me plan. Is Trudeau going to put the unvaxxed into prison camps in the fall and winter? And they were like, we don't know. Nobody knows that. The universe does not know that, because our consciousness and how all of us humans respond between now and then will determine that outcome. That outcome is swirling in the chaos. It is not sitting at a fixed point and there's a pathway to it that can be discerned. Do you guys get what I'm saying? So they can't answer me because they don't know. The universe itself does not know, because there's too many variables and they're all swirling and they're all in movement. And this is where, if some of you follow Penny Kelly, her latest look-see, she pissed a ton of people off. They got really angry at her. But she started her psychic predictions by saying, it is our consciousness that can change outcomes. I can just tell you what's happening in the field of possibility right now, the way everything is sitting right now, the way all the energies are swirling right now. But if we shift our consciousness and we shift reality and we take action as we're guided to take action, then all of these outcomes can change. And that's the thing that we have to hang on to. So also, don't just, as we talked about before, don't just think about how to take action on the physical layer. Think about how you can take action on the energetic and the frequency layer, right? So remember that an emotion is a frequency, a thought is a frequency, and frequencies create our reality. It's starting to rain, you guys. I don't know how much longer I can keep going. But use all the tools at your disposal. Use the skill set that you have. Maybe you spend 5 minutes a day visioning with your thoughts and feeling in your emotions the world you want. Imagine if 10 or 20 or 50 of us did that every single day. How would that shift what's happening and what can happen? So the universe, the chaos of the weather, has decided that we're done. It's starting to come down hard. It's only going to get worse. So we're going to come over to Makama Pay to say goodbye. Handsome. Yeah, you're such a love. This guy knows how to dance. This guy knows how to dance between the dimensions, between possibilities. So thank you for joining me. Thank you, Zosie. Connect to Zora. She spends a lot of time in the 6th dimension. She's really good at other levels of knowledge. Connect with Kalia. Kalia's been giving me a lot of help and guidance because, again, Kali is part of, it's that cycle of destruction. Things have got to burn. Things have got to be destroyed. And Kalia is a master of those energies. So connect with her. Connect with her about what needs to be destroyed in your life, what needs to be dismantled. Go into your meditation. Call her in. Ask her to tell you what she sees. Ask her to give you your ideas, her ideas. So thanks, you guys. Love to all of you. Bye.